$26.5 billion, the biggest foreign IPO in American history, bigger than Alibaba. For decades, global investors refused to pay full price for Korean companies. They called it the Korea discount. Analysts at Gartner and Counterpoint warned HBM was a temporary spike, just another memory cycle about to crash. For 40 years, SK Hynix lived in Samsung's shadow, bigger, richer, more diversified, always one step ahead. But Kwak Noh-Jung wasn't some hired gun. He joined in 1985, 40 years ago, and never left. The company nearly died in 2001. Bankruptcy loomed. Kwak learned only process mastery matters in memory. Then U.S. export controls threatened to cut SK Hynix off from China, billions in revenue at risk overnight. Skeptics said HBM was just one component, commoditizable, narrow, not a real moat against Samsung. The IPO was 7 times oversubscribed. Investors fought for shares at a premium to sold prices. None of this was inevitable. Kwak bet everything on HBM before anyone knew AI would explode. SK Hynix's HBM3E uses through-silicon vias to stack DRAM dies the bandwidth Nvidia's GPUs cannot exist without. Jensen Huang's entire AI empire runs on Kwak's memory chips. Nvidia cannot ship GPUs without SK Hynix. Samsung's HBM3E had thermal issues and yield delays. That's the only reason SK Hynix leads. Kwak visits cleanrooms personally. He understands DRAM stacking physics at a granular level. He never delegates. He treats the chip business like materials, science, yield rates, and process timing, not stock plays. SK Hynix pioneered the 1nm DRAM node, the most advanced mass production lithography on Earth. 238 layers of 3D NAND, the highest ever stacked. No one else has matched it yet. The IPO money builds Yongin, a massive new semiconductor cluster in South Korea, fabs, packaging, R&D. But Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick wants Korean fabs on U.S. soil, and Micron just pledged $250 billion. SK Hynix and Samsung already pledged $550 billion for South Korean manufacturing. Now the U.S. wants its cut. Micron, the American rival, is investing aggressively. 90,000 jobs and leading-edge production on U.S. soil. If U.S. export controls tighten further, SK Hynix could lose access to its Chinese fabs entirely, billions at stake. The Korea discount is dead. A 40-year cleanroom lifer just proved Korean chips deserve American prices. Will Kwak Noh-Jung build U.S. fabs, or keep the AI chip empire in Korea? Subscribe and tell us.